Yeah, I didn't grow up with any religion. My mom had no religion. My dad was very religious, but he wasn't around. He's Cuban Jamaican, so they're super super religious people. But I had nothing. So I was just clinging to whatever, learn about Buddhism, learn about Hinduism, like things of that nature. And I'm opening myself up way too much, very depressed at this point in my life because I don't know what's going on. I haven't found any of this stuff that I do now, working in these dead end jobs. So, I pretty much hate life, like I could solidly say I hated life. So I was just trying to cling to something. And then when it happened, it was a weird thing. And smoking weed constantly. This is before I got sober. I got sober like 4 years ago, 3 years ago now. Actually, no, it's gonna be 3 years in a month, actually. It's perfect. So, yeah, I was just really open, sleeping, and then all of a sudden this buzzing. Not it was like a headache, huge, strong, crazy headache, buzzing, and it felt like something was pushing on my head. It felt like something was on me and it was pushing on my head, almost like it was pushing so hard, like it was trying to get into my head, and I was fighting it, and that was causing the buzzing. Like, I was, like, fighting it in some way. Then, if this makes sense to you, I'll just say my spirit. I'll say my soul. People call it, like, the astral body. It gets up and rolls out of the bed because 'cause I'm like, "I gotta get out of the bed." But then I look, I'm still in the bed, and this thing and it's I think people call it the old hag, but it's, like, all black, slick black
Shadfish.
hair, definitely female, slick back hair, and it kinda looks to me, but it has no real face, no real, like, distinct features or anything like that, but I can tell it looks at me. I'm on the ground in this astral body soul state, and I'm trying to crawl away, and then I kinda just freeze, and then I'm back in my body, laying there, and then I get up, and I'm sweating, just drenched in sweat. It was crazy, and that was it. And I turned on the lights and took a shower, all that stuff you're talking about, but that was the craziest, most feeling demonic experience I've ever had, ever, ever. And like I couldn't sleep with the lights off for like 3 weeks. I was solidly scared. So like very, very scared of that at that moment. And yeah, that was the only thing that I had. And luckily my sister, she is, we didn't grow up together. So we're siblings through my dad. She's very new aged. She's, like, into Wicca, like witchcraft and stuff, like, she knows all about this stuff. So when she heard what I was doing, she didn't say it like it was a bad thing. She's like, "Oh, you're doing, like, pagan ritual stuff." And I'm like, "Am I?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's what it seems like to me." She's like, "You got the elements, you're staring into flames, you're doing the meditation, you're offering these things up to something." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So then I got rid of all that stuff, the altar, got rid of all the crystals, got rid of all that stuff.